In the wild, encounters between predators rarely begin with violence. They begin with awareness. A fox does not announce itself. A jackal does not hide its presence. When these two animals cross paths, what unfolds is not a dramatic battle, but a quiet test of survival strategies that have evolved over thousands of years. Foxes and jackals belong to the same family. Both are canids. Both are hunters. Both are opportunists. Yet their lives are shaped by very different pressures. A fox survives by blending into its surroundings. It depends on speed, caution, and decision-making. It thrives in environments where unpredictability is constant. A jackal survives by asserting dominance. It depends on endurance, confidence, and territorial awareness. It thrives in environments where holding ground is essential. When a fox moves through its habitat, it does so with restraint. Every step is measured. Every sound is analyzed. Foxes rely heavily on hearing and smell. They can detect prey hidden beneath soil, snow, or vegetation. This sensitivity also makes them highly aware of danger. Jackals move differently. They walk upright, alert, scanning wide areas. Their posture alone communicates intent. Jackals are social animals by nature. They often operate in pairs or family groups. This changes how they behave when encountering another predator. A lone fox encountering a jackal immediately assesses distance and escape routes. A jackal assesses presence and intent. Neither animal benefits from unnecessary conflict. In most cases, the encounter ends without contact. The fox withdraws. The jackal maintains position. This outcome is not a sign of weakness. It is the result of evolutionary intelligence. Foxes have evolved to avoid injury at almost any cost. Even minor wounds can lead to infection, reduced hunting ability, or starvation. Jackals have evolved to defend resources aggressively when required. Food sources and territory are critical to group survival. Physical comparison matters. Jackals are generally larger and heavier than foxes. Their bite force is stronger. Their endurance is higher. In a direct confrontation, a jackal holds the advantage. However, foxes rarely allow confrontations to become direct. They use distance as a defensive tool. They change angles. They retreat and reapproach to confuse perception. Jackals respond with confidence displays, standing taller, growling, maintaining visual dominance. These behaviors are communication, not combat. When food is present, the tension increases. A fox approaching a carcass does so cautiously. It tests reactions before committing. A jackal responds immediately to defend access. In this situation, the fox often yields. The energy cost of challenge outweighs the reward. Yet foxes do not always retreat. When a fox is defending offspring, behavior shifts dramatically. Parental defense triggers risk acceptance. The fox becomes faster, louder, and more aggressive. Bites are aimed quickly and precisely, not to overpower, but to disrupt. The jackal responds with force. Its physical advantage becomes apparent. These encounters are brief. Neither animal seeks prolonged engagement. Jackals understand that injury affects group survival. Foxes understand that survival depends on mobility. Environmental context determines advantage. In dense terrain, foxes maneuver easily. They use cover and uneven ground to escape. In open terrain, jackals control space. Their endurance and visibility dominate. This balance explains why foxes and jackals often occupy overlapping but distinct territories. Foxes adapt rapidly to environmental change. They adjust diet, behavior, and movement patterns. Jackals adapt through social structure. They rely on communication and cooperation. These differences reduce direct competition. When encounters do occur, both animals rely on assessment rather than aggression. This behavior conserves energy and reduces risk. Neither species dominates the other universally. Their coexistence is based on mutual understanding of capability. Fox versus jackal is not a story of victory. It is a demonstration of evolutionary strategy. One survives by avoiding harm. The other survives by standing firm. Both approaches work. Both have endured. In the natural world, survival is not decided by who fights harder. It is decided by who understands when to fight and when to walk away. That is the reality of fox versus jackal. Subscribe for the more video.